Southern Conference Men's Basketball Championship. We're now joined by the Furman Paladins. We have with us head coach Bob Ritchie, along with student athletes P.J. Smith Jr. and Nick Anderson. We will have an opening statement from Coach followed by questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. We have a mic for you. With that, Coach, the floor is yours.
Well, really proud of our group tonight, and you know, to beat a team of that caliber 3 times in a season is really hard to do. And obviously, they were picked to win the league, and I think ESPN Analytics had them picked to win the tournament. And you know, we know how good of a coach Bucky is and how good their program is. But we got a group that's playing with a lot of confidence, and you know, they're just taking the challenge on of nobody really thinking they got a chance in this thing. And I think ESPN had 4 pickers for that, you know, and we weren't one of them. And our guys kind of embrace that. And you know, when they're picking mid-major stuff, it's about like, you know, Fox News covering the Democratic Party or CNN covering the Republican Party. They're a little bit out of touch, but our group played with a lot of fight, and our group played with a lot of will. And you know what? We've been counted out for a while, probably mid-January, and we're 1 of 4 left. And that doesn't guarantee anything, but man, these guys fought tonight, and I think you saw that. And it wasn't the Sanford play poor. You know, I think that they you know, we took the lead early, and then they made a run, and they tightened it up, and then it was kind of back and forth. And we had a lot of guys make some plays, and you know, our guys played with a lot of belief, our guys played with a lot of confidence tonight. So we got to get back, we got to get rested up. We know we got a big challenge with Chattanooga. They've won 12 in a row, and we got to be ready for it pretty quick tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and we got a quick turn. But really proud of these 2 to my left and right. They just continue just to fight like winners. And then, you know, as we've won these 5 in a row here, and 6 out of 7, we've also had some other guys step up. And you saw it again from Tom House tonight. You know, I mean, he continues to just make huge plays for us. And Cooper Bowser, you know, just continues to grow up right in front of us. So really proud of our group, really proud of our fight, and you know, looking forward to playing the semifinals tomorrow.
Questions, front row? Mike, thank you.
Back when things were going, you know, were erratic, you often talked about needing a third offensive. It seemed to me that this was a game where all the parts were working. I mean, across the board, and not just the 3 you mentioned, but Boulder and Vanderwall. I mean, all across the board, everything worked.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched us here lately, I don't think tonight would have necessarily surprised you. I mean, the last 5 games we've led by 19 at one point or another. And look, adversity requires your best. And a lot of times when you get broken, you have to find your best. And that's why adversity can be a great teacher. And, you know, these guys just never quit. And right here, I told them last night, you know, there's been 104 teams at Furman. And there's only been 6 that have won 23 games. 98 teams that haven't won the amount of games that they've won this year. And tonight, what they did was they separated themselves from the other 2 teams that have won 23 games. There's only 4 teams in school history that have won 24 more, and it's all been in the last, you know, 7 years. And they sealed themselves a spot in that type of discussion. And you know, that's why we don't get caught up in all the noise. You know, things went erratic. Things never went erratic, okay? Like, went through a cold stretch, didn't make some shots. I think you saw the quality of the league today, okay? Right? I mean, 3 lower seeds won. I think the seeds mattered in this thing. You know, like, just a lot of talk. And fortunately, we have a group that just refused to listen, kept getting better, continued to believe, and really just played with a no surrender mentality. And you know what? If you're gonna play your best ball, this is the time of year to do it. And you know, that's the funny thing about belief. You look at the stat sheet. I mean, everybody on here made some critical plays at one moment or another tonight. And but they've been doing that. You know, this isn't something. If you followed us well, we didn't just all of a sudden just play phenomenal tonight. We've been playing better, and this is a good time to be able to play your best at this time of year.
In front row.
Nick, how do you like shooting in Nashville?
I like it. Honestly, kind of reminds me of some Indiana gyms I used to play at. So, you know, I just my teammates were able to find me tonight, and thankfully the shots went in. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow.
Was your first half and the way you went about it in the first half, was that a key? I mean, I assume they had to kind of account for you more in the second half than the first half. And your team-wide second half was phenomenal. I mean, this is the 3rd win against Sanford this year. you were winning by fewer points tonight to have than those other two, and you won by more points, many more points. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, I came out first half just knowing that, this could be my last game, last ride, so leave no doubt, just be aggressive. But yeah, second half they maybe keyed on me more, but PJ, he's out there, he's gonna hit shots, and same with Tom House. They're both killers, and everybody's got the utmost confidence in them, and yeah, we played good.
John?
PJ, it seems like on the defensive end, you guys are playing with more confidence, but is that too, I think that Cooper's affecting shots a lot more at the rim. Does that give you more confidence out front when you're playing defense?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm able to pressure more on the ball and wearing our gaps, and then we got a 7-footer, the best blocker and the best defender in the league, and it's just awesome to have somebody down there that like if you get beat, he can come and clean up for you.
Maybe time for one or two more? Anyone? Todd? you're back.
PJ, in the second half, that three that you hit where you kind of crossed the guy over and he fell down, just what that did for the momentum, for the atmosphere in this place, it seemed like it was a spark that kind of pushed you through to the end.
Yeah,
What did you see?
Yeah, coach called. He believed in me, and he called an ISO play for me to get downhill, and I wasn't able to create separation, and I ended up making a big shot, and I give credit to my coach for that.
Time for one more right here.
Coach Shandu had to sit around quite a while to figure out who they're gonna play tomorrow, but they have a lot more time, a lot more hours if you to turn around. Is that kind of overblown when it comes this time of year? Is the adrenaline so much over this weekend that it kind of just, when the ball tips off, that's kind of out the window?
Both teams will be ready to play tomorrow. Dan's a great coach, they have a great program. We have a lot of respect for those guys. We have a lot of respect for everybody in our league. I mean, I've been saying it for a couple of weeks, like, people don't understand how good this league is. And, look, these guys are young. We gotta go home, we gotta go to bed, we gotta rest up, get a chance to play, to advance to the championship tomorrow. I think that stuff for Twitter, and I think that's stuff to write about, that won't have an effect on the game tomorrow. The game's gonna come down to, the same things that most games come down to, and it's gonna be two really good teams that are playing for a chance to have a shot to go to March Madness. And we gotta get rested up. We gotta get back to the hotel as quick as we can, and make sure we have a great plan and get our guys, locked in on the next challenge. And I thought our group did a great job this week of focusing in on just one game at a time, and making sure that there's no championship tonight, there's no championship tomorrow. You just gotta take them one at a time, and we'll need our full focus and full attention on Chattanooga. They're very hot. They won 12 in a row, and they've got a lot of seniors. They've got a lot of old guys. They've got a great system. They got a great coach, and we're gonna have to be well rested and be ready to play. But our group's excited for the challenge.
Coach, thank you to you and your team.